Appendix 2.6A Pahlavi Vendidad 1. For the Pahlavi text of the first part of the Vendidad, we have to rely upon manuscripts which are only second-rate in point of age. As has been already noticed, in page 95, we are in page 355. This is all the more to be regretted as the first Vargard contains many rare words and obscure phrases which one would wish to have as nearly as possible in their original form. Fortunately, these second-rate manuscripts are still 283 years old, and were therefore written before the mania for improving old texts set in, sometime last century, the 1700s of the Common Era, which has induced some copyists to adapt the text to their own limited knowledge, in preference to raising their knowledge to some comprehension of the text as they found it. 1.1. Harmazd said to Spitaman Zarathustra. The paragraphs are numbered to correspond with Westergaard's edition of the Avesta text and its translation in page 227 to 230 of these essays, or in page 355, but the subdivision of Spiegel's edition, which correspond with those of the Pahlavi manuscript, are also numbered in parentheses for the further indication of the Pahlavi commentaries and their subdivision by the letters A, B, C, and so on. The present editor is responsible. 2. I created, O Spitaman Zarathustra, the creation of delight. The meaning appears to be that whatever creates delight in a place was created by Harmazd, as more fully detailed in the sequel. Of a place where no comfort was created. The writer seems to use the usual present form of this verb for the past was, C remained, in 4a. A. This is where man is, the place where he is born, and they bring him up, seems good to him, brackets, that is, very excellent and comfortable, out of brackets, this I created. 3. For if I should not have created, O Spitaman Zarathustra, the creation of delight, of a place where no comfort was created. 4. There would have been an emigration of the whole material world to Iran Vej. A. That is, it would have remained in the act, while their going would have been impossible, for it is not possible to go so far as from region, Keshvar, to region, except with the permission of the angels, Yazadan. It is doubtful whether Yazadan is to be taken in its original sense of angels, or in its latter meaning God. In the Bundahish, page 21 of Westergaard's edition, we are told it is not possible for one to go from region to region, and the Ma'inyo Ikard 9.6 says it is not possible to go from region to region otherwise than with the permission of the Yazads or the permission of the demons, which corresponds closely with the statement in the text. Some say that it is possible to go also with that of the demons. 2, 4. B. Asoramodatim, a pleasure, creative place. Noid, not. Ojo ramishtam, most pleasing in strength. This seems to be a critical remark on the foregoing Avesta text, and implies that there had been some doubt whether Asoramo Da'etim, the reading adopted, should not have been Aujo Ramishtam. It may be noted that the two phrases are more alike when written in Pahlavi characters than they are in sound. The remarks which follow, if their meaning has been correctly caught, imply that either phrase would be suitable. The effect would be the same. The effect would be the delight of the place. Two other readings of this obscure phrase may be suggested. First, one thing is an army, Henak. One thing is the delight of a place. Secondly, the work is of two kinds, Do Ainak. The work is the delight of a place. The reading Kola Do for Kar Ae is a modern guess. Some say it is also Zakoich, the delight which arises from industry. 3. Pa Oirim, the first, is Betim. The second, this enumeration, is that the work of the law was produced at a place, and the second at that place, till the spirit of the earth arranged the whole in connection, or gave up the whole into one hierarchy, according as we read Kadu, Kardaki, or Kaduk, Radaki. Most of this latter part of the commentary refers to what follows in the text, is the work of opposition. The place where he mentions two, one that in the original creation and one that which is after, is ad, ahe, pa'it yarem, thereupon as an opposition to it. These are the words which introduce each Avesta account of the evils produced by the evil spirit as detailed in the following verses. D. Every one of the following places and districts is the joint production of both. Some say that a place, Jinak, is that place whereon mankind does not dwell, and a district, Rustak, is that place whereon mankind dwell. E. Masham Rava, Shatham, Ha'etim, he has proclaimed the existing destruction. Masha Ma Rava is here supposed to be for Masham Rava, which is taken as the formative third singular of a root. Shamru equals Mru, to speak. Compare Mar. Samskrita Smre, the reading. Ash Ma Rava, very deadly, has also been proposed, which would be synonymous with Po'uru Maherko, the usual epithet of the evil spirit. This is revealed in this Vargard, and every place is mentioned. Some say Ait Homand material is also a river. This is evidently a latter supplementary comment and refers to the word Ast Homand material in verse 4. This would be Ait Homand in Husvarish, and has reminded some commentator of the river thus described in the Bundahish, page 52 of Westergaard. The Itomand Hetumend River is in Sistan, and its sources are from Mount Apansin. This is distinct from that which is restrained, Frasiyav. See also page 229, note 3. 3.5. The first of places and districts produced perfect by me who am Auharmazd, was 6. Airan Veg, I guess this version, where the good Da'iti organization is. A, and it's good. .et is this, that the place sends out even our .et while they perform work, agricultural, with the ava pa'em stream. Some say that it comes out in a stream unless they perform the work of the place. This is a traditional interpretation which describes .et as a river. Thus, the Bundahish, page 51 of Westergaard's edition, says the Da'itik, Da'ete River, is the river which comes out from Airanbej and goes on by the mountain of Panjasta. Of all rivers, the noxious creatures in it are most. As it is said, the Da'ete River is full of noxious creatures. It may be guessed from the text that the river came from snowy mountains and therefore flowed most freely into the spring and summer. Hence the idea that its flowing was dependent upon the tillage of Airanbej, which produced either more than the natural drainage or less. According to the view taken by the commentator, traditionally, Ava-e-pa-em is a subterranean channel or drain, and it can be easily explained as a stream. Its identification with the Pazand Avabim, fearless, is merely a guess of latter times, ingenuous but hazardous. If it were adopted and the material river were idealized into organization or law, we should have to translate somewhat as follows. And its good organization is this, that the place sends out even our organization or splendor while they perform work or duty, as it were, fearlessly, steadfastly. Some say that it comes out, as it were, fearlessly, unless they perform the duty of the place. It is, however, far safer to assume that the Pahlavi commentator takes the most material view of every passage. Many manuscripts have Rud, the river, instead of Lanman, R, and it may be noticed that the latter Pahlavi word, when badly written, can be easily read as the former. But the converse mistake is not so easy.